Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. We are rejoining the Wanderer Alpha again here in orbit of Saturn because we have a 82.3 meter per second correction to make to secure our next flyby. That happens in about 9 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and open up the tanks now and get ourselves angled in a little bit here. That looks pretty good. Might as well show you this. Thanks to our very rapid slowdown maneuver. Oh boy, can I target Saturn without screwing any of this up? Nope, probably not. Anyway, this is our next flyby. Tethys. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. But anyway, so 8 minutes. I'm sure it's not going to take us that long to make a 8 meter per second correction. So let's just speed up a little bit. We'll get down to 2 or 3 minute range. I would like to be kind of accurate if I could. Alright, and yeah, I should probably bring up our fuel tanks just in case we actually get to ditch this thing finally. Be nice, wouldn't it? In. Ooh, maybe it is going to take a little longer. Oh well, we'll get there, I'm sure. Yes, the universe is still punishing me for putting the wrong AJ-10 part on this spacecraft, so we still have to do this fuel balancing act, but soon, and probably within our next correction, maybe 2, depending on how heavy of a correction we have to make, we can finally get rid of the bottom half of this spacecraft, and so it'll actually look like, I don't know, a legitimate space probe. Alright, and just a couple of quick taps here. I'm going to try to bring us in on the daylight side. Or will that be? No, it will not be the daylight side. But we can at least have some kind of view here while we're performing this flyby. So that makes our periapsis 4 kilometers. It does look like a fairly smooth surface, but that, even for me, that's a little uncomfortable. 17, let's leave it there if we can. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and top off and then relock our tanks. Perfect. 89.16 still left down there. Bummer. Alright, and we can kill that. How long until our encounter? About 9 days. That's not bad. We're in about an 18-day orbit, give or take. It took us 9 days to get from here to here, so that's only probably a couple of hours. That slingshot. Still right through the middle of the dust of the rings. That's probably not legit for any real spacecraft, but we're playing a game. Anyway, Kerbal alarm clock, add alarm. Wanderer Alpha SOI change, 9 days. Let's give it a lead time of about 5 hours. No, not minutes. Hours. 5 hours. Add alarm. That'll give us time to queue up science and do all kinds of other things. Although I don't know why I'm really setting the alarm. I really don't have anything else coming up in the next 9 days that I really need to worry about. So maybe we should just go ahead and do this flyby thing. I'll let Kerbal alarm clock pull us out of this time warp, but we'll go back and focus on the spacecraft. Trusting that it's going to bring me out of the time warp in time. I don't know how. I mean, that's, yeah, we're 9 hours out. There's our slowdown. So we will jump to ship and bring up our flight computer. Should probably do this from the map view, actually. Set signal delay for 5 hours. Enter. Yep, there we go. So 5 hours, 0 seconds. Now we can start queuing up the science. Collect. Alright, and let's refocus our view here. Focus view. How long until our periapsis? 5 hours, 18 seconds. So I can probably keep that 5 hour delay and just start hitting buttons again. And we'll see what we get. Yeah, I didn't know about the toggle button down there at the bottom for remote tech for radioing in entire action groups on the time delay, or wouldn't be going through this. But I was informed last episode in the comments, just not in time to make the recording for this one. However, next time I promise I won't be doing this. Alright, and let's go ahead and reset our counter here to 0. I want to know what our total signal delay is. So let's just log a Radiance Scan. 1 hour 28 minutes. So I'm going to try to run things manually when we're about an hour 28 minutes away from our encounter. Just so I don't have to repeat the errors of last time. So away we go. And in 30 some odd seconds, I'm going to hit this radio in button up here. I could just hit the 0 key, that's fine too. Go. Command line 1.48. Doesn't seem quite right, but alright then. Alright, and we're going to wait another minute and some change and do it again. And we'll just try to catch it one more time on the way out. There we go. Alright, so that should run absolutely all of our scientific equipment without fail, without exception. So now we can prepare in earnest for our flyby. I'm assuming that's our target because it's getting pretty close there. I should double check the altitude there. 19 kilometers. Shouldn't be a problem. Gonna take a quick save. Maybe we clip a mountain. Who knows? The one mountain. Wow. That is awesome. Alright, sorry, I just had to capture that for posterity's sake. We got about 3 minutes before we get our first information back. Yeah, 3 minutes 20 seconds here, 3 minutes 32 on the counter, 4 minutes 41. So hopefully we'll still be able to catch data on that nice, very close flyby. Man, it is a close flyby. That looked to be our change. There we go. Let's move this stuff around. Yep, we are getting solid radio in data. We'll start to solar particle analysis. Let's transmit. Come on, transmit. We'll reset one of those. Oh, that's all we got so far, huh? Where's my radio in command? 15 seconds. 90. Magnetometer scan while in space near. We're not even transmitting any of this data anymore. It's not even attempting to. So I'm just going to hit keep experiment. And we're going to have to bounce this stuff into the core very, very quickly. Oh boy, Ranger Block 3 core. Transfer. 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 Come on, come on. Transfer. Transfer. I'm not even enjoying this flyby. Dang it, why do you have to screw up on me all the time? Or keep. Set. Keep. Set. Keep. Wow. And it looks like we did not change biomes. We also, thankfully, didn't hit any terrain features. That would have been terrible. But we are on our way back up. Up, more science. Keep. Alright, that brought us up to 19 science to transfer into our Ranger Block 3 core. Transfer. Says it already exists. That's fun. Analyze telemetry, why not? Let's just take a gander here at this stuff and hit transmit. Transmit data. Did not, dang it, we wasted one. Alright. Well, it looks like we're going to have a bunch of duplicates. That's fine. Cancel, 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 cancel. Oh. Already stored, already stored. Transfer, already stored. Transfer, that one went. Already stored, so we can reset that. Biological sample, transfer. That one's already stored. So it looks like everything we have on board currently. Ah, good, we got one. Can be cleared out. So I would like to save the game. I'm gonna reload and see if that doesn't help our signal thing happening with stuff not being radioed in. Obviously, dang it. I'm really kind of pissed off. I didn't get to enjoy that. I'm sure that would have been way cooler without me having all the windows popped up and trying to panically do stuff. But we only covered one biome anyway. So it was pretty much all for naught. We could have just gotten that data as soon as we entered in and then been fine with it. But I guess not. Alright, I'm going to try to reload the game, see if we can radio any of this stuff in. Alright, perfect. So I'm going to hit review data on a couple of these. That one's cleared out. These probably have a bunch of stuff that we can review. Collectors are full. That's a bummer, actually. That one's spent. That one's spent. We'll just reset that one. Oh, man, we spent 3 out of 4? That's not good. Eek. Alright, I think that's everything we've got, so let's just time warp around. Let me double check our course here at Saturn, make sure we're not going to hit anything. Oh yeah, we're clear. We're in the dust rings, though. So we'll hit lots of things, just microscopic things. Right? Please, please, please. Transmit home this data. Oh hey, we got paid. I mean, a little bit. Wasn't like a contract or anything. Still got 2 more minutes. Why did you take me out of time warp? Probably because I inadvertently targeted nothing. Alright. Multi-spectrum scan from Flatlands. Transmit. Transmit. Oh, yes! We're getting stuff. Transmit. Fantastic. Bring that up just to make sure. Yes. Oh, excellent. I'm glad this is working now. Biosample. Reset that one. Transmit this one. Sweet. Alright, and then let's bring up the data from our Ranger Block 3 core. Review stored data. That'll take 1 hour and 28 minutes to get to us. We'll still have contact by then, right? Yes, okay. Telemetry analysis. That'll give us another 60-something. Biological sample. I guess we can discard that one since we're not going to get anything for radioing at home. Biological sample on space near Dione. Yeah, we'll transmit that home. How do we still have that stored? I mean, yeah, I'll take the payout. Multi-spectrum scan, magnetometer scan, a lot of these we just got credit for, so we don't need to run them again. Solar particle analysis. We'll discard that one, I guess. Not going to get paid for it anyway, and that's that. Fantastic. So, awesome. That was a pretty successful flyby. About another 1,000 science in the coffers. None too shabby. And I guess we should find something else to soak up a little more time for this episode. I don't think I'm going to plot another flyby for a couple of days. I got some other things that I would like to deal with, I think. So, yeah, I'll pick you guys up in just a few minutes. Well, and the next thing we're going to take care of is just some maintenance keeping here on the moon. with our Rosalina Memorial Research Station. We are actually going to hop out and get in our rover and go take a trek over to the Midlands biome and collect the rest of the science there and bring it back. But I did notice that we were pretty much full on our science loadout here, so first we're going to start transmitting that home and get a fresh loadout here for the crew to take care of. We're at about 40 some odd percent currently with that. I will also see if maybe we can get rid of some of this food so that maybe we can actually start our day by getting rid of that supply module. Oh yes. Yes, we can. So as soon as this is done uploading, I guess I'm going to pack this up for the time being. We will hop our engineer out. Oh yeah, he's in the habitat, which might be being considered separately. Nope, all one thing. It is crew hatch. So as soon as this data transfer is complete, then I will feel safe detaching the supply module, and we'll go plow that into the moon first. Actually, does it have fuel on board? It does, and lots of it. So maybe we can actually siphon some of that off first, add it to our storage banks. We'll top that off. 497 science added. That's perfect. There's no way this thing needs that much fuel to go self-destruct itself. We might as well top off our reserves. We never know if a lander is going to come down low fuel, or if for some other reason we really need a stockpile of Pyrazine 50 and nitrogen tetroxide. Alright, so let's go over here to our crew hatch. We will EVA Boris. Make sure that he has his trusty tool. Yep. Equip. Alright, Boris, you got some work to do. Try not to break stuff. I guess first thing first, we should probably start to break down some of the things here on the Hab module. I meant to hit the other key. There we go. So this is going to obviously take some time and some work, so we'll probably speed this up in post. So what I thought was just going to be like a very quick cleanup job actually turned into some major rehabilitation here of the research center. So unfortunately we will not be getting into our rover trek today, but we will be doing a lot of reconfiguring. So I have amped up the sped up footage a bit, then it's really kind of weird to take like an hour and a half's worth of work and squeeze it down into like 6 some odd minutes. Anyway, we are just attaching all of the thrusters fairly randomly onto our supply pod here because, well, we emptied it and it's time to get rid of it. I figured also, while we're at it, we might as well take as much junk off of the power couple as we could, including these top thrusters, which take up a lot of space. So we'll kick those down the ramp and try to kick them over a little bit now that we're above our weight class anyway, and try to drag them closer to the supply pod, where we're going to drop off another set of large thrusters, maybe some small ones too, just, you know, why not, and the strut truss, you know, just all the junk we can get rid of. So we'll make another trip up here. We need to get these antennas collected, and I did not know that you can fit an RTG in your backpack, nor did I know that a Kerbal can carry a crate that should be way beyond their weight limit. This is interesting, and that RTG will attach almost anywhere, which gives me another idea. Now, I did have a problem with where this crate can attach. It needs to go on a node. So my initial thought was, well, maybe we can put it up top here. There's certainly going to be a connection node, but it was too far away. So then I remembered, oh, we've got that truss piece on the other side. So let's just go move that over, take out a landing leg, and attach this crate over here. Perfect. Now that I know I can move an RTG, I have a new idea, and I think I can eliminate a lot more parts also. But we'll get this crate out of the way first, and then we'll get to my other new idea, which is why we're not going to be taking our rover trek this time through. We'll attach a truss piece, attach that crate up there, bolt on some of these other random bits, and make another trek over. I figured I'd try to get this hammer and maybe put it in a Kerbal's inventory so we could take it home, but he drops it when he goes inside. We did move the goo container over, so if we take that home, we'll get refunded for it. That's pretty awesome, since we've used it to its maximum useful extent. But first thing first, before we get to reducing the power couple module, we should probably get the rest of the thrusters off of the habitation module, reduce our part count there as much as we can. We'll get these thrusters mounted over here randomly, pretty much. And that takes care of... No, there's still one or two more in the hab module. My mistake. We'll collect those two and then go deposit them before we get to my new idea. I know, it's... the anticipation must be absolutely murderous. Anyway, we're going to collect these metal plates, put them in our inventory, and we're going to come up here and start to collect a few of these RTGs. We actually don't need this entire lander thingy as a power couple. We can just build a power station on one of these nodes. So we'll get the plates down, place an RTG on it. We need to move that decoupler because we can't carry that. It's actually entirely too massive. But we are going to come back for the rest of those plates later. So I'm just going to move these RTGs down lower where I can get to them without having to jump all the way up here. That'll save us a lot of time. And then we have to run them over about 4 at a time. And I figure you can fit, I mean, basically 6 on an individual plate or so. So we should have just enough room for all of the RTGs that we have. We just have to take them over 4 at a time. No big deal. 2 left, and then take the last 2 of these metal plates over, and that'll give us enough total just to kind of, I don't know, build a little enclosure. I mean, we're not going to close it off, obviously, but we have a roof there, so if we need to add more, we can. And we'll just transfer a little more fuel over into our 2 about-to-be jettisoned modules and unlink them. I'll turn you back over to real-time me for what's actually going on.
All right.
Well, sorry. I think we're going to need a bit more fuel in here. So we're going to out. Yeah, we're just going to return all of that fuel. Hopefully that'll be enough to ensure a nice, stable flight or something. And just to make sure, good, it has electric charge. We'll activate its avionics. We'll come over here. We'll also activate these avionics. We should probably give it some fuel also. I guess we'll just pull it from... Oh, I don't know. What has an appropriate level of fuel? 117. That might do it. Out. Actually, I think I want to give it a bit more, so we will come up here to the cupola. Out, yeah, that's next to nothing, like 140 something. What do you have? You've got like 611. Yeah, out. Yeah, that should be good. Stop. Go. We'll close that off, and now we'll switch back to our engineer, Boris. We can unlink both of these things, and we can proceed with the demolitions. Nope, not quite close enough. Alright, fine. And we're going to save so many parts on our count. Nothing to unplug. Unlink is the button I'm looking for. Linked. Unlink. Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's gonna fall over. Run! Did that one fall over? Yeah, they're tipping. Get out of there before it explodes, dude. Go. Can't run on the moon. There's no sense of urgency in microgravity. Oh, boy. Good times. Good times. Nope, you need to be in the hab. It's even more safely out of the blast zone. This should be interesting. One has no thrusters, the other has all the thrusters. I mean, like, literally every single RCS port except for what's on the lander and what's on the rover are attached to that one thing. Oh, had I known that I could move those RTGs, I never would have pulled the thrusters off of that thing. But, I don't know. Yeah, of course, we figured that out last, right? Board. Good job. Alright, switching vessel. Nope, that's the lander. That's the rover. That's a thruster that is falling forever and ever. Alright. Activate engine. Yeah, we're going to need all four for balance. Activate engine. Activate engine. Activate you already. Activate engine. Give it a second. There we go. All four online. Alright. Very stable. Excellent. RCS. Or nope. No stability control, huh? Nope, there it is. We'll turn your RCS on even there isn't any. Ignition! Whoa, no. Alright, yeah, just so long as it gets clear of the base. Oh, that spin is good! Pile into the ground! Everything explode! Not nearly far enough. Oh, there's a big chunk still left. Flying off into the distance. Maybe it hasn't... I don't know if it's rolling. It looks like that shadow is far above the ground, but you never can truly tell. Well, alright then. Yes. I hope that got all of it, although I still think I can see some debris. Yep, there's still some things exploding. Alright, here's today's prize winner. Oh, that engine's still on. Activate engine. That engine should still be on. Activate engine. This is so stupid. SAS and RCS systems enabled. Alright, everything looks good. This one's going to be interesting. I'm wondering, actually, if... let's retract this and see if we can't get it to... Yeah, it's not going to pivot the other way. There's just too much weight. What we don't have in weight, we do have in all the RCS. This way. Yes. Oh, straight and true. Yeah, this thing has so much RCS torque, it really wouldn't matter. Alright, we'll shut the engines down there. We'll let it coast up to its apoapsis, which is about a minute away. We're going to angle it at the ground, and we're going to go full bore. Very interesting. Because yeah, all of this stuff has to hit the ground hard enough to explode. Like, without a doubt. Maybe we should go higher. Where's my Delta V stats? Oh, I was looking at them. 485 meters per second, 18 seconds burn time. Our thrust to weight ratio is 14.74. My goodness. Batteries don't die. No, it's got solar panels. It'll be fine. Everything will be absolutely fine. Getting carried nice and far away. Alright, there is our apoapsis. So let's point straight at the ground. And ignition. All of the accelerations. Let's burn all... Oh, nope. 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 Straight down. Yeah, there's prograde. Let's angle that way. 400 meters a second in climbing. There's empty fuel. We'll just continue to accelerate. Thank you Sir Isaac Newton. Pull the gear in. That'll take a second. I think maybe we'll hit the ground before then. Or not, whichever. Maybe the command just didn't happen. Garbage collection, 500 meters per second. Everything please explode. Yeah, enough to get below the surface. That's a good sign. It's calculating all of the impact physics. Might take a second. I think that's a clean hit. Oh, good, and we're too far away. Excellent. All of that garbage has been collected and destroyed. That is perfect. And close that. I don't want to necessarily see the list of all the things that exploded. Oh, that means yeah. All right. No. Go away. Anyway, all right, that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next one. Until then, see you later.